If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. You'll be lonely and we'll be long gone. Wait until tonight, girl. Did y'all hear the latest? The FYE Monster is announcing this is her last day. We will not have to be burdened with her news anymore. That's what she said. I'll let a couple of y'all get in here. Now, some people rejoice. I got, hi, people. How y'all doing, Princess? How you doing, Princess A? Perfect, imperfectly perfect. Cheryl Williams. Donette Webster. Donette. Hey, how you doing? Did y'all hear the news? Now, I got to tell you, people, every day I get comments saying, oh, why don't you leave her alone? Oh, it's so boring. Oh, talk about something else. Oh, this again. Girl, welcome to the beef sector. That's all we do, honey. So I guess y'all believe that this is something other than just a beef sector. All we do is bitch about each other, right? Imagine now a reality show. This is the show. People don't realize we already in the show. These are the characters. All they do is talk about each other, right? So that's why I continue to do it. I got to pick from the people who are here in the beef sector. The rest of it, Cardi B, I don't give a damn about Tasha K. I don't care about these people, right? So this is the sector. I'm sorry if you don't like it. This is what it is. But we're losing a major player, apparently. A major player, honey. How y'all doing? That bitch alive? That's right. That's my kind of talking, honey. Hi, dog liquor. Let's start this off with a little bit of her mouth. This is what we're claiming fair use here. Let's see what she said.
This may be our very last news. This may be it about this sector.
Okay.
And it's a lot to talk about. Now, my hope is that somebody that got sauce, somebody that's been around, know the history, know the present. My wish is that somebody from around here to the nation will carry on the legacy of the news. Okay.
The legacy, girl. What the hell kind of dream world you living in, Miss FYE Monster? You ain't got no damn legacy, girl. Your news is the sloppiest shit on YouTube. But she's claiming now this is her last broadcast, December 31st, right? I don't know what this FYE Monster thinks she's going to be doing after this. I mean, has she really? See, the problem is this, people. Over the last 2 months, FYE Monster has stacked a few coins, right? No, I'm not going to go into paying the people and all that kind of stuff. But she has accumulated a few coins. She's won some money from the stereo. She's been given all kinds of Christmas gifts. She's been given all kinds of, excuse me, I'm just putting my light on. She's been given all kinds of birthday gifts, and then she got her daily gifts, and she done stacked up quite a few coins, right? So now her head is expanded now. She's gotten big-headed. And so now she believes that she is going to leave the beef sector and go somewhere else. So my question is, where are you going to go, girl? Where, FYE Monster, listen to, come on. Where in the fuck are you going? Nobody else wants you, girl. You've gotten big-headed because of these funds, and now you've decided to quit your little show, which you call the news. FYE Monster, your only value is being messy. I mean, I'm sorry, baby, but you don't have no commentary. That's why you keep coming back to this bullshit. You don't have no commentary outside of what we do here. This thing has made us, right? Not only you, myself, many of us. All we do is beef. That's why they went out of their way to actually name this the beef sector, because that's all they do. So what exactly in the hell are you supposed to be doing? Where do you think you're going, girl? You think you're going to sell enough bundles? You hardly even mention the bundles anymore. The bundles have left the conversation. So you ain't got no confidence in no damn bundles. Where's this $1,500 website? You can't even put a website together, girl, even though you said you claim that you paid somebody else to do it. If you can't pull off a website in 2 months, honey, girl, even after paying someone, so the paying part must have been a lie, right? Look at that lovely face. I got a new purchase. Y'all see him? Look at him over there. Y'all always making fun of my statues. I got me another one. He came today. What's his name? I think that is another, I just like the classic shapes, the way they did style, but I think that is another Alexander. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, this woman. Where do you think you're going? If you think you're lonely now, FYE Monster, since you found it, you always fascinating about these numbers, right? Numbers which you have never achieved. You think you're going to leave the beef sector, but your only personality is being messy. That's it. There's nothing else there, honey. You're going to leave. You don't have the stamina or the patience to actually research news stories. So we're all trying to figure out, where the hell do you think you're going? We know you got $10,000, $15,000 in your pocket, so you feel rich. We understand that. You feel rich. I don't need them. I go somewhere else. Girl, listen to what I'm telling you. You said you're going to go in there and read a woman's book? Listen, I'm a writer. I've been a writer for years. I've been a writer for at least 15, 20 years, right? I enjoy talking about writing, right? On YouTube. That's how I came to YouTube, just to watch other writers conversing, right? But you know what? Even the big writers, we're not talking about beginning writers or self-published writers. We're talking about the big writers, the Mosleys of the world, right? Even them, they don't pull the numbers. People are not going to come on just to hear you read. People who like to listen to people read, particularly authors reading their books, a few of them will come. But if you're obsessed with numbers, that ain't it. So you're not going to get any numbers from that. You can do it for the pleasure of promoting writers. You can do it for that because you enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy Almond Brown's page. She comes on and she reads, and there's a select group that will gather. So listen, because we enjoy reading and writing, particularly writing. But that you're not going to be able to support yourself with that. You're not going to be able to buy the diamond necklace around your neck with the emerald in the middle and the diamonds around the side. Girl, another purchase. Another purchase. You done bought a car. You done bought a wig company. You done bought diamonds around your neck. You done bought that Catwoman suit. Where was I at? Where are you going, FYE Monster? Then you said you're going to come on and you're going to do vision boards. Now, how many views you going to get with that, FYE Monster? Because we know their views are very important to you, right? And I'll tell you something else I've noticed about YouTube. If you disappear for a couple of weeks, even, sometimes you may feel that way, even if you miss a couple of days. People lose interest. You have to build that audience again. So I'm asking you again, where in the fuck are you going? Okay, let me speak to somebody else. Let me get a little bit more taste of FYE Monster. I can always go to her because, see, y'all don't understand. This woman, she's rich with content because of her foolishness and the things that come out of her mouth. So we want to get another little taste since this is the last day and we won't be subjected to her again. I see the dark shades on and the energy is up. I feel that bang. Oh, oh, oh. I feel you using in that bang. You're doing bang. Oh, oh, oh. Girl, she's high as a kite. Come on.
We will all be there to watch and support you because FYE will not be talking about these whores.
Which whores?
Now, I have spoken with a couple of my moderators, and I told them, I really hope one of you ladies take over this news. Oh.
There's a moderator meeting tonight. She's having a moderator meeting. She is the CEO. CEO, you own a company. How much you get paid from the company, girl? And if you're not going to no longer, let me go.
Okay, because this is the Babe Nation news. This is not just FYE Babe news. This is Babe Nation news.
Why do you always try to include these people as you're fleecing them for all their money? Your hair company's got to have their name on it, and everything's got to be we. But there is no we, because the only one getting a residual from we, and show is you. So it ain't no damn Babe Nation. It's just you, honey. You and your ego. So she wants to hire someone else to do what she does. Girl, nobody does it better.
Always put Babe Nation news in the title because we are presenting, honey, we are.
What is Babe Nation news? Is that news that only pertains to people who are in Babe Nation? How the hell I find myself in your news all the time then? Because I am certainly not in anything called Babe Nation. So all you do is come over here and talk about people every day. You got to understand something, girl. This is your stick. It is your stick. This is FYE Babe. Maybe you have another name. They call you, say your name is Selena or whatever. But when you came on here, you created this monster, this person that everyone loves to hate. You are the FYE monster. FYE Babe, Lie Babe, Stanky Babe, you all these babes, right? But because you have accumulated, girl, $10,000 ain't really that much money. I mean, in 1971, maybe 10,000 was still a decent amount of money. You can still buy you a Cadillac in 1971. But right now, you'll go through that in a couple of months. And then you're going to come crawling your ass back on here to talk shit because that's the only way you know how to YouTube. You don't have anything else, honey. And then what's this vision board thing? You announced that that girl, the eyebrows, is having a vision board. And then you announced that you're having a vision board on the same damn day. You're creating vision board. So basically you're copying her. FYE Monster, you have no content. You better stay right here with the people who have been paying you. Because without the beef sector, you have nothing.
Presenting the news, you guys provide receipts, you keep me updated and all that. And my hope and my wish is that the person that takes on, if someone takes on the news, that they will have the same sort of passion.
What news? Are you like CNN? What the fuck news, girl? You come on here and you talk about everybody that you don't like. That's the news? Are you calling this the news? And then you want somebody else to take over? So you want people to take over and you want them to hate the people that you hate. You basically, girl. So FYE Monster is now hiring.
And the same sort of ability to put all the pieces together. And you know, of course, if they need any advice from me, I am always here for it. I want Babe Nation.
No, we want you to go. Ain't nothing worse than announcing that you're going and then you want to hang around. You said that today was your last broadcast, right? You did say in the beginning of this one, possibly the last broadcast. But basically, you have been telling us for the last few weeks that this is your last broadcast. You're going to start the year anew. What you're going to do, FYE Monster, is you're going to step away from the beef sector and you're going to go and spend that money. You probably take trips even with the money. You'll be buying more of these outfits, these Elvira outfits with the money. And then the money is gone. Like I said, you're going to come crawling your ass right back to the thing that made what you think is famous. There is nowhere else to go, girl. If you were going to be interviewing celebrities successfully, you would have done it by now. You've been on here 2 years, and maybe you have covered, I don't know, 20 celebrity stories, and then 1,000 stories about the people, the YouTubers. What the hell are you talking about, girl? You feeling rich. You got yourself all dolled. What is that heart? Is that heart new? The heart is encrusted. It is an emerald. No, what's a redstone? Encrusted with diamonds. You see what I mean? You're just spending these people's money, honey. Your head is huge, FYE Monster, but you got to think about, if you're going to be a business person, you got to think about the bottom line. McDonald's can't just go and make a lot of money and then go off on cruises. No, they got to work every day. You must work. It has to be a streams of income, and they have to be continual. This hair company is a bust. These companies that sell hair, you can't compete, FYE Monster. There's no goddamn way you're going to come on here with 2 or 3 wigs and think that you are now going to compete with these companies that offer you thousands and thousands of selections. These women have been going through these wig shops and these stores and seeing the thing that you're saying that's so unique about your bundles. Girl, you got 2 or 3 products. Those people are displaying 4 and 5 and 6,000 products. You can't compete there. So what the hell do you think you're doing? You think you're going to just disappear and get them titties? The titties look nice today. I'll say that. The titties, because of the cat suit, are framing. She has framed the breasts, and then she has the diamonds in there, and then she has the glasses covering the eyes because of the baoyang. And is that a new wig, FYE Monster? I'm just saying. You're saying it's your last day. I don't believe you. I'm just going to tell you right now. I want to go on record. What is the day? 31st? No, today's just 29th. So you could sneak back in here for one more. But I just want to say this. You're not going anywhere because there's nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go, FYE Monster. This is the most money you've made in your entire life. You know it, I know it, and you know it. But your head is swelling to big, huge size now, and you actually believe that you're some kind of diva or whatever the hell you are. Are you planning on going back to the show? Is there some kind of upcoming event? Because you told us last week that you gotta get you some new titties for the show. So you got to start moving on them breasts.
And to carry on the Babe Nation news. Now, I don't got nothing to do with what nobody else got going on. I'm talking about Babe Nation news because it's the way we do our news round here.
What news? What news have you brought us? We are sitting here waiting to see if we're going to get $600 or $2,000. And if you reported on that, FYE Monster, we have just gotten rid of Donald Trump. Girl, after long suffering. Did you report on that, FYE Monster? All the celebrities have made babies and broke up and all that. Have you reported on any of that, FYE Monster? So what have you done? You've come on here and stated your grievances. You talk about people. That is like a talent. It's like you discover something new. This is like our rap music. But without it, you're nothing. Right? You feel like you rule the world right now. When that $20,000 or $30,000 you done stacked, when that's gone, you're gonna feel, girl. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel the pain. Right? Just like when I stopped selling drugs, stop selling drugs is a big deal, right? It's a good thing. But when I stopped selling drugs, that means the stacks of money were. So I ended up being an old man on Social Security, and that's it. So what I'm saying is this: when you killed the goose that laid the golden egg, honey, because before the beef sector, no one ever heard of a FYE Monster. You were just a lonely old single woman trying to raise a child on the salary of a crossing guard. Right? I'm just trying to stay with you. Hi, people. Let me pull away and stop being so nasty and ugly. Oh, all these darling souls. All these souls. She gonna say goodbye to all this. Right? All this. Her 6,000 people. And what the hell is Brave Nation News? Well, you got your own news program, your own news network, your own hair company where you buy your hair at. You got, girl. What in the hell is a Babe Nation News? And how in the fuck are you in a position to be hiring somebody to do anything? If I decided I want to do the news, I just do it. I just start talking about people. I mean, basically, we're all doing the news, really. Right? But I think it's fun. I think it's a fun thing to come on here and just bitch and talk about whatever these 20 people are. It is what it is. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck are you going to do? You think you're rich now. Mm-hmm. You think you're rich, honey. Pay that rent. You say mortgage, but rent. If you have two properties, then you have 2 mortgages, 2 insurances. I very seriously doubt it. More than likely, you still got to pay the mortgage on that place in the ghetto, and then you still got to pay rent on the place where you're at now, who you're renting someone else's condo. You still got to pay all your bills. So after you pay them bills for a couple of months, don't bring your ass over here talking about, oh, I'm going to rejuvenate the news now. No, girl, if you're going, go. Gone, 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 go. Hi. What's going on, pretty chocolate girl? Pretty chocolate girl. See, some of us spend so much time criticizing this sector, right? But yet you're here. Yet you're here, and yet all the babe nations are here, and all the club chats are here, and all these people. And we all claim to, oh, you got to move on. You got to be more positive. Girl, we're here for the mess. That's it. Just accept it for what it is. Just like when they turn on Real Housewives of Atlanta. If everybody, oh, good morning, Kim. Oh, hi, Mimi. Oh, you're so sweet. Who gonna watch that? Nobody. That's who. This is what made reality TV so fascinating. It's only about the mess, honey. When that Nene Leakes called that girl, said, girl, that's a monkey with a wig on. The whole country was talking about the monkey with a wig on. Well, he was talking to Kim. Now, Kim couldn't say that she was a monkey with a wig on. All hell would have broke loose, right? We all remember when Sheree had to check the project, what do they call it? Project planner, whatever. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna, bitch, Anyway, I digress. It's all about the mess, honey. So we want to know where you're going with your sunglasses, girl. And if you still fucking with that bayang, honey, I got news for you. You will be amazed. How the hell can Richard Pryor go through $10 million, girl? But yeah, you're gonna make your how many you got? You got $5,000. You're gonna get new titties, new stomach. You're gonna pay for the new car, girl. You're gonna pay for all the rents and mortgages and shit. All that, girl. How you gonna do all that with this 20,000 you done stole? 20, 30,000 you done stole. Girl, sit your ass down somewhere, FYE Monster. But I'm gonna be right here to catch you, baby. Soon as you come back with your head between your legs, I'm gonna be right here to catch you. And you gonna say, I thought I got rid of that bitch. That's how she talk. Where's Sugar Bear? What happened? Beautify. Uh-huh. Did you get a gift I sent you? Y'all talking to each other. I ain't getting no gifts. I ain't getting nothing. But I'm cool. I'm 60-something years old. Hold on a minute. Let me open this window. The FYE Monster is the one that won all the gifts. Girl, them gifts 2 months later, it's like you always had them. You throw that shit in your closet like that messy closet you got. It won't mean nothing. All that hustling for nothing, honey. Children, they play with toys for a week, a month. Throw that shit over in the corner somewhere. Clean all that up. Clean all that room. What are you accumulating all this bullshit for, girl? Who is Buttercup? Miss D, y'all ignoring me. Okay, I understand. But we could not let the FYE Monster get away and leave. She said this is her farewell. She said, I don't need these motherfuckers over here, she said. Us hoes.
There is a way that we do our news around here. Okay. Child. And there's definitely a formula, honey. You have to be prepared. You have to stay on your game. Child, it's a lot going on. Okay, but it's fun.
Yes, it is.
Prepared for everybody.
Yes, but there's a price to pay, baby. There's a price to pay.
Every single person. And it's what they did, but they still don't like it. Okay. Now, my personal style is this. When I'm doing the news, I do what the hell I want to do.
What's that? What do you do?
And some people say, well, I wish she was just.
So the news was going through Rita's, finding pictures of Rita's apartment and going through her house and showing the dysfunction in her house. That was the news. Who are you, Connie Chung? Girl, you're just a messy queen. Just like we messy queens, you are a messy queen, honey. Maybe you can sell it to television. Like I said, people love mess, honey. Keep it excited, keep it moving. Oh, she gets all riled up. Y'all know that. I'm just showing the small part. She 40. Is she going to be 40 now? Is that what's going on? So this is like her midlife crisis. Midlife crisis when you get new tits, new cheekbones. Are those real cheekbones, girl? Girl, new wigs, and you're very concerned about your appearance all of a sudden, FYE Monster. I get it from my, okay. Y'all are not feeling, oh, I'm on her page. Girl, I'm sitting up here going through this thing. I'm going through her chat and wondering why these people ain't saying nothing to me. And that's her chat. So I missed all y'all comments. I'm sitting up here looking all this time. Hi, viewers of you. The third person, who's speaking in the third person? I like to speak directly, honey. Hold on a minute. I spent all this time in that woman's chat because I was playing her video. That bitch a lie. That's right, dog liquor. You got to say it. Call it what it is, honey. It is what it is. The show. I heard they said they're going to be recording in January. I don't know, honey. I don't know. All I know that they backed the fuck up off me. So I don't know what the hell their plans are. But I don't think they like me calling out a few things about that show. So I don't know why the people feel like they have to have such secrecy around the show. Because people would stay involved if they know what the fuck they were involved in. You've got people here who don't know if they're in a documentary or a game show or what the fuck is it, a Jerry Springer show. They have no idea. You're not telling them nothing. And you all dependent on what Sean Bradley tells you. I just don't see it as a way to run a business. But she has taken the little bit they gave her, and she has made in her mind that she is a star. And she can't be bothered with this beef sector. And no, there'll be no refunds. Why does my light go like that? It's let me see. I think this thing is it's because it's you'll be lonely and I'll be I moved it because I can't see the chat when I do this. Okay. Wait until tonight, girl. You talking about doing vision boards, girl. That's gonna get you maybe 100 people, 200 people in there. I mean, people they just don't show up for things like that. I've been in a lot of them, a lot of readings and writers talking about their books and things like that. Lots of them, and some of these guys, they're big stars in the writing world, right? But it takes them years to get 1,000 views. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not trying to hurt you. Not with that. It's time to take the trash out. It's starting to stink. Lord have mercy. Well, where is it? How you gonna get rid of it? Tell Candy 3. Tell Candy. I gotta get these names. Tell Candy 3. Because you've been here a long time. Where do we take this garbage so it won't come back? Because she says she's gone. Anybody believe it? Where's she gonna go? Sometimes people, they get a few dollars in their pocket, and I'm telling you, people, they used to call it inward rich, but they actually feel that they have arrived. You have to work, FYE Monster. You have to continually have income coming in, even with your shiesty ass ways. So we're trying to figure out where you're going, honey. Are you ready to start back with 100 views? That's all you're going to get outside of here. Ain't nobody looking for you, girl. Ain't nobody checking for you. She's going the hair sector. If there's a hair sector, there's a makeup sector. They gonna go over there and chop her ass up. They say, girl, what you know about hair? Do you know anything about hair at all? She running from them federal charges. 20,000 wire fraud. Okay, I am troller. Okay, I am troller. Going back to the ocean with the other fish. Lord. She says she going see what's happening is when they start cutting on her body, she's gonna be in bandages. So I guess she figures, well, this is the time because I'm going to give me some work on these titties and this tummy tuck and these new teeth. She says she's going to Colombia, but I got news for her. You ain't going nowhere near Colombia during this coronavirus. So you might as well put that off for a year. But I think she's going to go try to work on herself. Apparently, this is very important to her. Her breasts and all this kind of stuff. The titties look okay. I mean, she had a bra on that supported them. She's not big, so what you cutting on herself for? I mean, I can relate to people who got a real big weight problem and they want to go and do gastric bypass or whatever. If I were big, I'm saying like I'm small. I can see that. But she just going to do this because she got a little extra stomach. How many thousands is that, FYE Monster? She's having a midlife crisis. As Deirdre, with her, she is a nutcase. Okay. What happened? Neapolitan dynamite is going on. What? Napoleon dynamite. All right. Where's the cute doggy? He's around here somewhere. There he is. What you doing, boy? What are you doing? Okay, Eddie. Rub my head now. Okay. He's so attentive. I can call him and he comes. My other dog would never. He just sit there and look at me. Back into the ocean with the other fish. Swim, honey. Mm-hmm. You're going to boomerang. She'll be back here in a month, if even that. She's going to zip through that money. And plus, let's just say, she says she's not on crack, but she's hanging around with QB. They're partying together. Does QB impress you as the person who likes to party light or party heavy? Girl, it's one crackhead hanging around with another crackhead. Do you know how much money you can go through with that shit? FYE Monster, sit your ass down somewhere and write cash apps to all these people who gave you their money. That would be the right thing to do. You might have had no money left, but you know what? You still have a business going. This thing, it is a business. It's what you do for a living, honey. I don't believe she's going nowhere. I think she's going to go and try to get all these surgeries done. That's going to be, I guess she'll drop her daughter off with her mother or something like that. I would think that those kind of surgeries, though, would be just in-house. But here in California, you can't do them. They don't have no elective surgeries here. All these white men watching you sleep, Uncle Tim. What do you mean? I'm asleep? What do you mean? Uh-oh, Cassie, you got to tell me this. You know why you got to tell me, Cassie? Pink TV? Because I got this damn smart TV now. And I have a friend who is very paranoid. And he had some technician come to his house and told him that people can actually see you through a smart TV. So I don't know if this thing has a camera in it or what. So what do you mean by that, Cassie Pink? All these white men. I don't mind. I mean, I like white men. So they want to see this. They want to see a 62-year-old fool sleeping. Go ahead, honey. The smart TV, do they have a camera in there? I don't know. But my friend definitely said the guy showed him. He showed him him walking around in the room, how people can see it in that. And so my friend, he put a towel over his TV. That's how paranoid he got behind that smart TV deal. Is that what you're talking about, Cassie Pink TV? Ooh, your TV's even in your name. Uh-oh. Now, who is Deirdre? Her ma, Deirdre, is allegedly taking. You better get ready, honey. After her supposed departure, you better get ready, Miss Deirdre. Girl, you out here slinging and banging with people. They're gonna sling and bang right back. Why do you think I'm talking about that woman? I don't need to be having no 20 and 30 enemies, honey. Every damn day I turn the thing on, I gotta listen about my rotten pussy. No, I don't need that many enemies. So good luck to you, Miss Deirdre. Although I don't know how the FYE Monster is in a position to be hiring anybody to do anything. If you want to be the news person, just start talking about the news, honey. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. FYE Monster ain't running nothing but her mouth. She ain't got no power. She bought a car. Yeah, she don't talk very much about that car. Folks talking about she didn't have no car. And then I don't know why you need a car in Chicago. Well, she lived in the suburbs, so maybe she need a car. But a week and a half ago, she said she got in an accident in the car. My mouth. I decided to get myself some chapstick after 3 years. 3 years on here, and I decided, well, maybe it's time for me to get some chapstick, honey. If my mouth was already dry. That's sexy. Look at that. Look like FYE Monster. She's all dolled up today. Good days and bad days. She don't talk about the car, so she know it must be wrong. It's wrong for her to be buying all this shit, all these breasts and all these cars and all this stuff. She do all that and she ain't getting people back no money. And then the strange thing is they continue to give it to her. Now that is strange. Hello, Jessica Carter. Retrograde. That's a nice name, Retrograde. I don't want y'all fussing with me if I write some of these names in my novel. It's not going to have anything to do with the person if I take an idea for a name, because you have some very creative names here. I want it to resemble reality, but I won't be doing your story in my book, so please leave me alone in advance. Oh, you can see him. Where's he at? Where did you go, boy? Oh, now he's under Dad's feet. Girl. What the fuck is that? That's what her and QB have in common. They both make sounds. Girl. You imagine being a man laying down with that? I just had a dirty thought. We all grown here, right? You know how sometimes people make sounds when they climax, you know. Excuse me. God's still working on me. The inflection in your cussing tickles me. Yeah, your uncle got an old dirty old mouth. Hers is dirty too. I think her mouth is much dirtier than mine. Because she calls everybody hoes and bitches and whatever. Her tank clean and has to. She says she has a date on. Let's do some more. Because she says she has a date on the 31st. Is that that's 2 more days? The man got to make a date 3 days out. Okay. Is she gonna tell us who she dating? That's a nice necklace, FYE Monster.
Come on and tell us the news. Bitch, I am. I'm doing it my way, though. See, these folks around here, they want to try to control you. They want to tell you, you do the news, you got to do it this way. We just want you to come on here and...
We want you to tell the truth. How's that for the news? We want you to tell the truth without your nasty edge to it. We want to know why you posted pictures of Rita's home, whatever her condition is. We want to know why you called Rick Reed's mother and called her out of her name and her son out of his name. We want to know why. Why did you have to call Tracy's place of residence? Tell us that. Is that what you call the news? Was that investigative reporting?
And today in the news, Tracy is still a bald-headed bitch. Today also in the news, Lady Riri is still not black. Moving right along. They don't want you to have an opinion. Well, that's all of it. They don't want you to really have an opinion around here doing the damn news.
So your opinion is that Rick Reed does not know his own race, and your opinion is valuable enough to make the news? So you're saying that you invalidate his mother and father and just go with the narrative that you want. You're putting the Donald Trump on us, right? Is that the news? You said Tracy is still a what? Okay. Aren't most of the ladies wearing wigs, including yourself, perhaps primarily yourself? So if your hair is so long and flowing, wouldn't that make you the same kind of person, a bald-headed? How is that the news? Let's see. Maybe you tell us. Let me see.
I want you to have opinions, period. And this is not a sector, but this group of people that we interact with over here, they try to be very freaking controlling, okay? But I pray that our next news lady ain't going. I'm looking for somebody to take over the
girl. The news is a figment of your imagination. Every time people click on this damn thing in the beef sector, they're all telling the news. They're all talking about each other. They're all insulting the ones they don't like. They're all going over it. You think Blessed in them, they're not the news? They're talking about what's going on in the beef sector, right? I mean, that is the beef sector, right? All we do is talk about each other. So how is your news any different than that? And you're one of the messiest of all. Like those lugs you just dropped about Tracy and Rick Reed. You can't help yourself. Why? Because you figure, oh, then they'll talk about me tomorrow. You see? Everybody ain't stupid, girl.
News. I said it. I am looking for somebody around here to the nation that has a channel to take over the news. They don't like this type of teaching.
How do you take over what news, girl? I mean, isn't it clean up the news as well? Isn't Brianna, isn't she telling the news as well? When I come on here and talk about things that you and a few other foolish people do, isn't that the news as well? So what the fuck you talking about you hiring somebody for the news? Then you're going to throw one of these poor souls from the Babe Nation out here in these YouTube streets. Have you prepared them? Have you told them to go hurry before you start the news? Go to Facebook and take down all pictures of your family, all pictures of where you live. You go to Twitter, take down any picture of you showing any flesh. Go to every goddamn site, every social media site, and remove everything because they're coming, baby. Run, Johnny, run. Because I can't say the word. There was a song, run, Johnny, run. Look, the African Americans are coming. So she gonna throw one of her girlfriends out there to take the heat, honey, and hold it until she comes back. Lord have mercy. What else is going on? Hey, views of you. How you doing? I hope you got nice Christmas presents for Christmas. I know you like shopping and all that. I know you like. Y'all think we're gonna get $2,000? My thought from the beginning was, if they said we're gonna get $600, he's acting a fool and threatening their lives now, telling them that they must have a death wish if they vote against him. He's trying to make a last minute Hail Mary so people would think, oh, what a great president he was. He got us 2,000. Well, my thing is they probably come up with a compromise. Since one is saying 600 and the other one is saying 2,000, more than likely they're going to come back. Let's do the same thing we did before, the 1,200. or 1,000, something like that. Some kind of compromise. That's what government is, right? It's all about compromise. I don't know. I'll be grateful to have anything, honey. I do feel for other people who actually need the money, though. People who are out here trying to raise these kids and don't have a paycheck. That is a heart-wrenching thing to me. Especially now. Well, I guess they've done something about this, a moratorium on evictions. That's good. But I think the moratorium on evictions applies to buildings that are getting government assistance, right? So a private citizen can, in many states, can still throw your ass out. So it ain't over, baby. We on the crack pipe again. Oh, just a little taste. Just a little taste. Oh, I am troller. She took the girl's money, canceled Cash App, bought a car, now running off. Took the girl's money. Bought her a new vehicle. Why isn't she talking about this new car? She talks about everything she gets, right? I'm surprised we haven't had any videos from the car. She must know that the car, getting the car was wrong. And now she done wrecked the damn car. What are you up to, FYE Monster? She said she's leaving forever today. That's what she said today. She said this is her farewell performance, honey. So all you ones that be putting in my comments, oh, here we go again with the FYE Monster. Girl, it looks like your wish is coming true. Because if she goes away, stays away, I have no reason to say anything about her. We will forget her in 2 weeks. I hope she's aware of that. She'll be lonely and we'll be long gone. Way until tonight, girl. And you be sitting on that floor wondering what the hell happened around all your Christmas presents and all your gifts and all that stuff. You be sitting on the floor, girl, wondering what the hell happened because I can't pay my rent. I can't pay. You need to have the constant flow of money. Even when you steal it all, you still got you'll go through that. You'll go through that money, honey. You'll be amazed, particularly if you're messing around with that bayang. You move your TV. Oh yeah, I got a new TV. Oh yeah. See that? That was my Christmas present to myself. It's a smart TV, but it sits up higher. I don't know if I like it or not, really. I mean, it's like a separate computer. So before, I would be on here, right? And whatever I have on the computer, I'd also have on my television. And I had a keyboard that worked for my television, right? So I can sit in bed with my big screen and do all this stuff. Now this thing is, this computer has got nothing at all to do with that screen. So I still have to get used to it. And then there's certain things you can't do on smart TV. You cannot I couldn't even see you guys' comments on there. I cannot type anything in. I can't make anything, right? I did finally figure out that you can use a mouse on a smart TV, like if you go to the internet on there. But it's been a slow process. But I had my other TV for 12 years. And they were having them so cheap, I couldn't resist. You're very observant, the view. The bayang gang. No, not the bayang. But pop the bayang. The bayang. You know, y'all notice she stopped sweating. Remember, she used to come on here, she'd be dripping. Girl, I'll be right back. Ooh, she stopped all that sweating, right? So that means either she's switched from crack to powder or she's doing some other kind of drug. But she comes up when she's all energetic and popping all over the place and whatever, hopping out of her seat to do this and all that kind of stuff. She's high. We don't know what she's high on. I don't know. Maybe it may have been something else that was making her sweat like that. But that has been a change, right? That don't mean she's off drugs. That just means she stopped doing whatever was making her sweat. Mm-hmm. She can be entertaining. The mess is entertaining. I know a lot of y'all watch her. I watch her. Where would I get my material if I don't watch her? I watch all of them. A little bit, you know. The best whore out here. Uh-huh. That value ain't gets me too, honey. Because I know it's real. You'll see QB over there on Christmas Day. How you over here to Santa? Aren't you hot? He on here, this damn Santa Claus that covers all the face, all the head, all this long fake hair, and all this big old damn Santa Claus suit and all this shit on. And then the only little space of his eyes you can see, the little skin there. He has these great big old goggles covering them up. Girl, tell me people ain't getting high. It wouldn't even occur to you. What are you trying to say? Hell, you dressed up like winter and then you got sunglasses on, great big old girl. He's always high. And why would somebody who's always high be hanging around with somebody who didn't get high? It don't happen. That ain't how it works, baby. That is the thing they have in common. What else is going on here? She blew through 50,000, 50K, so you know that 10K is gone. Girl, they were just giving her money and giving her money and giving her money. We don't. Did she get money from the damn car wreck too, or just get the car fixed? She just got the damn thing, right? She went out and had enough cash to go and buy her a car and a diamond necklace and new furniture. Girl, could you at least offer me 100 of my money? Nothing. I ain't. She told Tracy D, I ain't giving them shit. That's the real FYE monster, honey. That she's a common street hustler. She saw that man. She saw him on the news, Eric Kane. She saw that man got that money, and she was on him like a leopard, honey. A common street hustler. She saw an opportunity. So we don't know what she's up to now. She's talking about she's leaving the news. Is she leaving the whole beef sector or just the news part of it? Because the news part of it is nothing but what we're doing right now. Ain't no news. Going there talking shit about people you hate. So they'll talk about you tomorrow. No, let her go. A vision board. Girl, she really thinks some people in the Babe Nation go all gathered around and get instruction from her about their vision boards and all this kind of stuff, girl. You want me to have a vision? How about you give me my $200? That's my vision. I would love for that to happen on that damn thing live, honey. Give me my goddamn money. That would be my vision. I think I gave you over $1,000 this year. Give me back some of my money. That would be my vision. I don't ask for much. I just want you to do right by me. Ooh, that would be some good broadcasting there, honey. Hell, let her go. She ain't going. Girl, who's going to welcome that woman? Welcome her to do what? To do what she does on here? That's the personality, honey. That's all she has. All she has is beef sector. That's it. Beefing. Talking about people. So if she been creeping her ass over to other sectors now, is that it? Surely she don't think she's going to grow that little girl's page. That ain't going nowhere. Come on, people. 10K is just enough for the nose candy. That's right. The powdered donuts. That's what Kaya calls them. Kaya calls them the powdered donuts. People are not welcoming. You have to. It takes time. You have to build a channel, honey. YouTube is not like that. You have to build a channel. You might go through 6 months, girl, getting 100 views. She gonna try to drag them damn Babe Nations. Them people ain't going over that boring ass shit. They like the mess. That's why they found her. Why else would they find something like a FYE monster if they didn't enjoy the mess? That's what they like. Give me all the beef I can eat. They are not want to go over there and talk about politics. Those have been going on for years. Walter Cronkite. She probably thinks she's on a level with Walter Cronkite. She's going to hire. How you going to hire somebody? Girl, you don't sit your black ass down somewhere. Sit down. I would love to know what goes on in that little strange head of hers, though. She's up to something. She is up to something. She getting all dolled up and all that. What is she up to? I hope she ain't dependent on that, the show. Because that ain't going to bring nothing, honey. That's a weekend. How you going to leave the beef sector and go somewhere for a weekend and come back home? What you got then? A lot of these people might not even be all that receptive to you coming back, honey. You saying you go and go. You want to keep talking about how worthless we are? Get the fuck out. Just go, honey. Who's holding you by your ankles? If she read Deborah Lewis, she really thinks she has done something. But if you really want to hear our views, she hasn't done nothing. Yeah. Nah. She ain't did shit. And it's not too cool to be critical, but she brought this up on herself. Girl, she barely even mentions the damn hair company anymore. Wasn't that the news 2 weeks ago? I mean, seriously. Wasn't the hair company supposed to be the big unveil? And then she talked about the hair. She hardly even mentions it anymore because she realizes what it takes to build a business. You don't just open the doors and all the Babe Nation come over there and give you all their money, girl. They've been giving you donations on here because they found you mildly amusing or something, or whatever trickeration you use to get them. They just giving you money. As far as your products, FYE Monster, you haven't showed us anything is any different than you get from a beauty supply store. And there is a third of the price, and there's so much more to choose from. They've got to all have websites, right? So how are you going to compete with your two styles? So far, you showed us two styles. Now, if I was gonna start a wig company, and if I was a woman, I'd be sporting everything, honey. I'd be sporting them to say, "Damn, I like that. Damn, I like that." You are the model, right? Because you would bring it to YouTube, and people would see it, and they would be attracted to the hair. So far, all you give them is mouth. You're talking about, you're going to do this. Something big's coming. Oh, I can't tell you. Oh, I can't tell you, Babe Nation. Something huge is coming. Girl, if you had hair, just show it. And if the people like what it looks like, they'll buy it. But as far as you running your mouth about you're the next goddamn Michelle Obama or some damn body, girl, we're not buying it. You haven't done nothing. Yay. Nah. She's being investigated as well. Maybe shit. She might be being forced off YouTube. Now she's all involved in that story again with this VS stuff. Lord have mercy, child. Whatever. All of this stuff, I find it very hard to believe that girl has not got at least a cell phone. She got a cell phone, if not a computer. I don't think the courts would have came into her house and unplugged her computer. Right? So more than likely, I'm talking about VS. She's watching what's going on here, right? You think she ain't gonna find a way to get your ass? Y'all dragging this story out for over a year. The girl's been gone. Let her go. Gone. Honey, she gonna come back here and she gonna get all the ones she classifies as her enemies. Mm-hmm. All this business stuff, she might get herself in some trouble where she got to be removed from YouTube. Oh, there's a baroness. We have a baroness and a countess. Hi, Countess Von Yvonne. And who is the baroness? Hi, baroness, wherever you are at. Mm-hmm. And we got a duchess, the Kelly Love. Mm-hmm. She want people to beg her to stay. Girl, Beg her to stay. To do what? The news is all in her mind, child. If she wanted to have a news program, she could at least got a green screen or something and put up like the little news stuff on the back of it and made a little production and try to tell the truth about something. She ain't put nothing into nothing. She just turned her computer on and doing the exact same thing that we're all doing. So how is she going to hire somebody to take her place? I don't know. Whoever this person she select, they're going to chop her head off in the first week. It is what it is. I wouldn't even put that thing's name on my name. If you want to do something, just do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, yeah. Do it, baby. Do it, yeah. Nice and easy. Come on and please me. You got me hungry for your love. Sweet as a honey, yeah. Ooh, how you love me, baby. You keep me coming back for more. Can't nobody move me. Can't nobody groove me like you do. Girl, you do. And I'm getting down with you. It is. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, yeah, baby. Yeah. I want to see this car. I want to see this car she wouldn't refuse to talk about. We only know about it because she done hit somebody already. Okay, retrograde. Let's hear your opinion. This is what she's going. This is what she's doing. Get someone to run the nation while she goes to try to fix her body instead of her head. I knew a zinger was coming. Once healed, she will fire them and reclaim her spot. Girl, you are smart. That's right, retrograde. You called it. She already told us she got the money. She got the check from Stereo. She's ready to go, right? So it doesn't surprise us that she's making this exit. I'm surprised she can find a plastic surgery because it's supposed to, in California you have no elective surgeries. But maybe plastic surgery is something they would do in their office. I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're definitely tied together. Why would she tell us all that shit and then not go through with it? She gonna miss some cash apps though. She better find a way to cover up herself and just show her head and come on here. Hi, thanks for the cash. Thank you for the cash app, Sir Colis. Why don't you tell the truth about? Try the truth, girl. Try to tell the truth about something. I don't know who's gonna notice her titties. She has a channel with basically what, all 90% women. Who is looking at the FYE Monster's titties, honey? She don't date nobody. She finally got a date. She said she got a date on the 31st, a daytime date. I don't know if that yellow man is still around or not. She won't talk about him. He probably told her she gonna punch her in the face if she talks about him, because she won't say a damn thing about him. 64 likes. Y'all better give me some likes, please. That's all we want. We don't beg for your money or nothing. We like likes. Happy holidays. I've been watching you a long time. Thank you, Miss Mrs. Stay on top of the FYE Monster. She said I won't be able to talk about it no more. She'll be gone. She'll be gone, honey. We'll see. I think she's going to the operating table and let that people cut on her. Like, who gonna be looking at her flat stomach? Who gonna see it? I don't want to see that. All of her companies are floppity flop-flops. Well, she barely even mentions the hair company. Wasn't that the big news 2 weeks ago? What happened to the website? She said that website was supposed to be live 2 weeks ago on a Monday. So what is this? Is this a Tuesday? So now we're going into 3 weeks now? and she's paid somebody $1,500, and all she can do is steal somebody else's picture and put it up here, put her name on it, and say that that is her website in progress. Come on. When first you practice to deceive. Oh, what a tangled web she weaved. Now she's got to compound all these damn different lies and try to make it all make sense. That's probably why she chooses to stay silent on what she's up to, because she got so many lies. Some people are going to start saying, listen, Fabe, you know, we're not getting any vacation. You know, the right thing to do would be, you know, I have a daughter who's ready to go to school. I could really use that money. Could you send me back my refund since I didn't get anything for it? I ain't giving them shit. Girl. They fall in over there. Mm-hmm. The stunt for the day in the shy. Well, she came on. She didn't mention my name today. I got a day off, but she mentioned several people. That's how she gets her money. She comes on. She insults several people. Then she goes back into her lair. She does this so they can come on here and read her. They can come on here and read her. So she makes sure that she mentions several key names to keep herself going. Miss Cruiser, you break it down just like it is, honey. They call gossiping about strangers on social media news. She said she's hiring. She wants to hire her a replacement. So is she going to be giving this replacement instructions at enemies? Will she be emailing or text messaging this replacement with the people who she's supposed to beef with because she don't like them? That's all her news ever was. It was never about anything that's going on. All it was about other people's beefs or her beefs or people she didn't like. That's right, Miss Cruiser. They call it news, baby. I don't call it nothing. I said, I'm going to go see my darlings. Mm-hmm. I want to go and talk to my darlings. They listen to me, and I'm just so flattered. We done had a whole pandemic, an election, 2 stimulus. I never see her report on anything. So how you going to have the news and you haven't reported on anything? You ain't reported on nothing but the size of somebody's hips, honey. You got to sit up here posting pictures of people's their apartments to try to catch them in something. They no damn news. What kind of news is that? All you got to do, FYE Monster, is look at the news and see what's going on. Sign up for what do you call that? What do those people do who do the black people? I forget their damn name now. Anyway, a couple of those sites, see what's going on. Girl, you can get out of here if you want to, but you haven't made any plans at all to get out of here, have you? Chop, chop. I don't know who would see this body. All she does is sit on YouTube all day. She's going to be standing up, prancing around in her negligees and things. She needs to spend that money on a therapist. Let somebody who's paid to figure it out. She's a dollaraire. After these surgeries, she ain't going to have $1 left, honey. Surgeries cost money, shit. I think I was in the hospital for what? For a week? No, 4 or 5 days. The bill's $75,000. Carol, please. An aspirin is $200. Whatever she's getting done is going to cost more than she thinks it is. Unless she's going to one of those fix-a-flat people. 40 years old. Sit your ass down somewhere, girl. Flashing in front of people struggling. Miss Motown, what does this Motown? Would you check your Cash App? I don't know if I didn't get a message from you. Check your Cash App. And I sent some a couple weeks ago or a week ago. Mm-hmm. Where they started to send out $600 stimulus checks tonight. Oh, they're starting to send them out tonight? Well, when I got the $1,200, that came fast. As soon as they said it, it was in my bank like that same week. So whatever they decided to give us. So are they saying they're going to give us 600 and still fight for the 2,000? I haven't heard anybody say anything about a $1,400 check. They're talking 600 and 2,000. So what's going on? Trump trying to show his power at the last minute, so he don't really give a shit what you get. You know, he's going to leave with, I got him $2,000. His Hail Mary pass. But are they saying they're going to give you 600 now? And then if it passes, then you're going to get another 1,400? It's not clear, but that's all going on today. So we have to give it another day or so. As a retired person, I'm glad to get it, whatever I get. They do give it to people, Social Security. People don't realize we've already put our time in. So we are American citizens. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. What song is that? Oh, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. You can find it here any time of year. Her face is bended and twisted. She might have a Mercedes Benz. She's got a lot of pretty, pretty girls she calls friends. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. FYE Monster, you stumbled into a career on YouTube, honey. And that's all you got. So whenever you hire this new woman to be the Babe Nation leader now, she's going to be the news. Tell her what she's up against, because when you come back, you're going to be making an excuse to fire her so you take over your news program and you can catch up on them bills, because that rent still comes, honey. The rent still comes, the mortgage still comes, the insurance still comes, car note still comes. It all still comes, honey. So be careful how much you spend on this Frankenstein thing you're doing, FYE Monster. You should have not told anybody. You should have just disappeared and came back looking like a Nene. I can't stand the way she says, "Hunty, girl." Oh, before the 15th. Mm-hmm. What else going on here? Let me see. Mm-hmm. Is Tracy, you here? I didn't know you was here. Hi, Tracy. I hear you've been letting the girls have it over there, honey. How many more episodes do we got of Tommy Sotomayor? I think you did hurt him, girl. I think he paid attention, because he ain't been coming back hard. Yep, I think you got old Tommy in his place. Hi, Nicole Reloaded. Redbone. A whore bum. Ooh, a whore bum. Girl, you a whore and a bum? It's got to be hard on those whore bums, though. I mean, you really want to pay somebody to have sex with a bum? Ain't it hard? I said it. She said it. I didn't play a lot of that video she had, but there's all kind of gems in there, honey. She goes on for an hour and a half. I just saw something that said the 2000 was blocked. Okay, so 2000 was blocked. They blocked it in the Senate, but I think they're still not finished with it. Jamzonita. Yeah, I heard that earlier. They've been going back and forth with that. So I guess it's up to McConnell now. Be quiet, boy. What's wrong? I don't see the face. Look at that face. Look at that. Say hello. Take that off.
There you go.
See, I listen to my subscribers because before I would keep that collar thing on him all day. It never occurred to me he might be more comfortable with it out. So now he comes over to me and puts his butt in my face and tells me to take it off. So it made a difference. Thank you. A cum dumpster. A cum dumpster. Anybody can hit it. A thought. Why she need all this stuff on her body? What's she gonna do with that? I mean, what's her plan, honey? I mean, all she does is come on YouTube, right? Does she go anywhere else? Is she still clubbing? Oh, she clubs with QB. Maybe he gonna suck on her navel or something. I don't get it. She's going through a midlife crisis. It's a damn shame she's gonna throw all that money away. Tracy said, Uncle Tim is hilarious. Are you still doing him? You said you're gonna go 15. You gotta stick with your 15 now. How many more? I think I watched the first, was it 6? Yeah, that's making him crazy because he won't come back really. He don't like that kind of teaching, honey. Okay, so New Jersey native, Dems need 60 more Republican votes to pass 2000. Sanders will filibuster to get it passed tomorrow. But that's what they're saying. I don't think it's over with yet. You're right. They have to go back again. Maybe it could happen. I heard them Republicans come on there today, though. I don't know what the fool's name is. I don't know Republican senators' names. He's talking about, all those people didn't lose no wages. Oh, they didn't lose nothing. They still on their job. Girl, are we faking all of the unemployment numbers? So what if some people have been paying you taxes since they were 14, 15, 16 years old? You mean to tell me in a crisis that you ain't willing to give them shit? Nothing. They pay you that many taxes in a couple months, honey. It's the crisis. That's what the Republicans are saying. Now, Trump is telling them, I'm the hog with the big nuts, and you will sign. He's want to show his power because he want to burn the house down before he leaves. I want 2,000. He's just sticking it to the Republicans because they know they don't want it. This has been, woo! There's going to be so much written about this 4 years, honey. This 4 years is right out of a comic book. He slowed his roll. You're right. I think you really had an effect on him. I think when Deanna Irving went off on him, he shut down on her. So he don't like women to come back after him, especially not when you're going to be throwing all this shit up that he's done in his face. Because he's got to be ashamed of it. I mean, how could you not be? I mean, you're a black person. Come on. You out here talking to Klansmen and shit, praising white women, degrading your own race, your own mama. There's so much there. So maybe you educate the rest of us on how to deal with him, Tracy. Of course, I don't go over there, so I really don't know what the hell he says. That ain't my cup of tea. I don't play with people like that. But don't feel guilty if you go over there to Miss Tommy. You got to watch all this shit to know what's going on, right? You're going to follow the beefs. I mean, this is like a reality show. It's already the show. You have a bombshell. I bet you Tommy said, what the fuck you mean you got a bombshell? Do I deserve that? He said he wrote a 15-part series on me. What have I done to her? Yeah, you're going to hit him with a bombshell. Okay, I'll be standing up and watching it. Thank you, RJ Supreme. Uncle Tim, plot twist. The FYE Monster is going to hire an inadequate news anchor And then she's going to trash her as an excuse to come back. Lord. Oh, she's going up under that bus, honey. She better grease her knees because she's definitely going on the bus after the FYE Monster and got her new titties. Mm-hmm. It ain't that hard to figure out, baby. I don't know how big. I hope she ain't gonna be showing us those titties all the time, though. To tell you the thing she had on today, the Catwoman suit, I guess that kind of forms the breast. So she had the cleavage all the way down. She's obsessed with her titties. So I don't know. I don't know who's gonna see them. She's going to all this to show all these women her titties. Girl, they have their own breasts. They want to look at titties. Hell, look at their own titties. It'd be different if you were talking to men, but who was attracted to you, FYE Monster? Please. Grease them knees right up under the bus, baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Old ass titties. They still 40-year-old titties. Hell, she said she gonna get them pulled up. Girl, you gonna get them plates put in there, girl. You gonna have them damn. Y'all seen when them celebrities have those titties that they're like plates in there, right? You can see it's hard plastic, it's silicone, but you can see it's perfectly round. That's not how a breast looks. It's supposed to hang some. You got to take all that meat out of there, girl. You got some work to do, FYE Monster, to make them think. Because you're trying to raise the dead, honey. Let the dead lie dead. Mm-mm. It ain't like you've convinced yourself that you're a celebrity, you're going to be before the cameras. And it's never going to happen. It's not going to happen, FYE Monster. Ain't nobody going to see your titties but your daughter. You're the only two there. Nobody else is there, girl. When you hit the camera hits here, right? So your titties were way down here, but now you lift them back up. We gonna barely see a little line. Is it worth it to see a little line? What is this obsession with you, girl? Then you want to take parts of fat from one part of your body? That was so dumb. To come on here and tell, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Atlanta. When whoever was in charge decided to show those videos of us all getting along together, laughing and having a good time. That was disastrous. All you had to do was collect the phones at the beginning of the taping. And when we got through, everybody was leaving, give them their phones back. That was a disaster. And that's what she has. She's done announced what she's doing. She done announced that she's going to get that stomach cut open again. She done announced she's going to get her some new titties. Then she's going to announce she's going to get some new teeth in her mouth. Because they're going to chop you up behind that bullshit. They're going to be calling you Tamar. Hey, the Tamartian. 5,000. Girl, she got a lot more. She stacked more than $5,000, believe me. Y'all ain't watched her in a while. Them people be over there giving her money every motherfucking night. She been collecting $500 a night. I don't know how much she's smoking. But she took in that. She said that she's going to do this all with the stereo money, right? But right before the stereo money, she got the birthday money. That was an equal amount. That's $10,000, right? And what other big thing of money? She had that bullshit ass weight loss challenge. And then she's been stacking money. And we don't know if anything at all was left of the $20,000. We don't even know. Right? She stacked that money. She probably has a piece of change. She said she's been planning this for a while. But only a week and a half earlier, she was talking about starting a company, a business. So which is it, FYE Monster? Are you starting a company? Are you doing a Frankenstein on your body? What the hell are you doing, girl? You're doing too much. You've never had any money. And that is the problem. When you take these people who've never had any money, never, they don't know what the fuck to do with it. And I want to see the car. What kind did you get? Did you get your new BMW or maybe a Mercedes? She owes people money. Yes, she does, honey. She owes them $20,000 for the deposit on her event, which never happened. She told them they had to pay $200, and that was for renting buses or renting boats or some kind of shit. They still got to pay their way there, and they still got to pay for hotel rooms, and they still got to pay all this. They got to pay for everything, but she needs $400 for herself. So they gave her $200 deposit, and then before they actually went to the event, they're supposed to give her another 200. So now she's gonna have to raise the other part because that other 20,000 is gone. If it wasn't gone then, it is certainly going to be gone after this thing she does this week or the next couple of weeks. So my guess, you won't be seeing her. And if you do see her, she'll be wearing turtlenecks or something to cover up all of the bandages and things. She made a mistake of telling us what she's going to do. She's going to take so much heat for that. No, she ain't putting nothing towards her baby's future. She had her subscribers pay for all her baby's clothes. All her clothes, all her toys, everything. She had them pay for it. And they like fools running over there doing it. Why? I like Michael Jackson. Do I send his kids' clothes? Girl. If he gave him a performance, I paid for the performance. That was his pay. She's too big. Yep, she's a street con. She's a 2-bit con artist, right? So she is a street hustler, is how I would define her. A common street hustler, an opportunist. I don't understand the psychology of the people who continue to support her. That I don't get. Gangsters moving silence. That's right. Don't tell. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. I thought it was a cute song today. Y'all remember Hee Haw? Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over, thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone. They had two of them. That was Where, oh, where. What's the other one? Blue despair and agony on me. Whoa. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Blue despair and agony on me. That ain't got nothing to do with the story. There was a show called Hee Haw. Hee Haw. She think that man's gonna leave his wife. Girl, if he gonna leave his wife, he'd be there representing her. Then he wouldn't be just thinking in, hitting and run, honey. My face better not show up on that computer. She said she don't want nobody. She want to be single. Remember, she came out and gave a big speech about somebody was bothering her or didn't want her to be great, and she want to be. Hold on. Sometimes I leave this stuff on. All this damn machines, all this stuff. Remember when we didn't have all this stuff, all this computers and phones and all this shit, Kindles, laptop, whatever. On the mellow blade, songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days, and you knew what you were in. Girls were girls and men were men. Wish that we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare states. Everybody pulls his weight. GR all is Sally Gray. Those were the days. Stifle, eat it. Fish don't fight in the kitchen. Beans don't burn on the grill. Cook a whole lot of climbing just to get up that hill. Dun. Now we up in the big lead. Getting off turn at best. As long as we live, it's you and me, baby, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we're moving on to the east side. Edith Bunker. Wasn't Edith something? You couldn't make a show like it now. I don't think too much has changed. Then can I get a bye? I don't have none. I stopped doing drugs, honey. I can't give you one. Native, I can't give you a bye. Bye. That bye. Oh. She's out there living a life on bye. She's living bye. I think the buying made her conscious of how much of a dope fiend she was appearing to be, because she sure stopped sweating. Maybe she's doing her buying after the show, right? QB just throw on his dark shades. She had hers on too. He just throw on his dark shades and continue. Thank you, Native. Thank you for super chat. I appreciate you. I do. Let me see. Ada's bunker. Style. Oh, Archie. The world is a changing, honey. We sit up there and watch that bigot. Now, y'all know that Archie Bunker would be a avid Trump supporter, right? Wish that we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. So he would. I would definitely be a Trump supporter. That's what they look like. You love the Beverly Hills. Let me see. How did the Beverly Hills go? Let me see. Shooting up some coon and up through the ground come a bubbling crew. Oil, that is. Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Ken folks said, Jed, move away from there. They said, California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars. The Beverly Hillbillies. Keep your, who knows this? Keep your eye on the sparrow when the going gets narrow. Yes, indeed. Anybody know who that was? Let me see. Green Acres is the place for me. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Dun, 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 dun. New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you. Forgive me. Park Avenue. You are my wife. Goodbye to G Life. Green Acres, we are. Dun, 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 dun. Now, why is all that shit coming back in my head? Let me see. Come here, a train that is going by the track through the junction. Petticoat, it is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction. Petticoat, and that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction. Woo! Lord have mercy. You can be amazed at things. See, God is brilliant. Isn't God brilliant? Imagine we can store all that bullshit in our minds going back 50 years. Computer can't do that. Not with any emotion. Hear about a man named Jed. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. The Green Hornet. Black Gold Texas tea. Oh, Linda, let me see. Now listen. A fish named Fire. Ooh. Now listen to a story about a fish named Fire at the junction. She got bad skin, bad hair, oh my, at the junction. Is that what y'all call the trap house? The junction? Y'all think that that girl owns 2 condos, the one she's living in and the one in the ghetto? My guess is she's renting the it might be a condo building. I think somebody doxed her at some point. But if it's a condo building, she's paying somebody else rent to rent there. She had to get that place when she got out of the drug program. FYE Monster was riding around Chicago paranoid, thinking people were chasing her. And some people even say that she thought those people, that boy who died, she was paranoid that her family was coming after her. But whatever, she done did too much boyong. She done drove around Chicago high. They done caught her. The judge sentenced her to a drug program. This is all guesswork. The judge sentenced her to a drug program. That's why she ended up in the drug program. They probably, when they first found her paranoid in the streets of Chicago and then given chase in Chicago, they probably sent her to the mental institution first for a psych evaluation. After they determined that she wasn't completely insane after the boyang ran out, they sentenced her. You can go to jail or you can go to a drug program. That's how they do it now. And that will explain how she ended up in the drug program. Because they say she was in a mental hospital and she was in the drug program. And she had to get this apartment. She had to get this apartment because when she went into the program, they had to rent out her condo in order for her to keep it. So when she got out, somebody was already living there. That's what I've been able to piece together. You can never tell with these liars. You can never. That was Beretta. You're right. Who said Beretta? I should do one of those Kelly Love type shows and then get a bunch of songs and then see who can guess who they are. Maybe give you some money. That's what I used to do in prison, you know. In prison, in San Quentin prison, they say, oh, here he go talking about prison. Yeah, we ain't no prisoners. We workers. Oh, we good people. In prison, San Quentin, they used to have the HIV people. They were housed in the hospital. Other people had different sections where they were housed. They had Badger section and all these kind of places. Anyway, in the hospital part, this is when HIV first started. It would be like a circle. In the middle, it'd be square, but it'd be a circle, right? So all the windows faced each other. Now, we were locked up in those places for months until they figure out where they were going to send us in California. They can send you anywhere, right? So we were talking through the windows. And so my thing was giving these shows, this kind of guess kind of shows, people guessing what, like that, like music. We talked about people in Black history. All kind of stuff, right? It was like a trivia type game. And we did it through the windows. And I used to do that. I was one of the people who did it. It was like 3 of us that did it. Anyway, tell your story. Tell that story, boy. So you won't go back. There's a lesson in everything. You got that right, honey. There are some serious lessons out there, honey. I love hearing. Oh, you love hearing stories, Tracy? Most of them are too filthy to mention. Called Bare Assets on Rosa. What? Who is this T? Oh, Lord. Ask QB about that sex shop called Bare Assets on Roosevelt Cicero, the one where they have movie arcade in the back of it only. That was all part of it. Mondon, I don't doubt you for a second. That's where you go, honey. That is where you go. You go to try to have a sex in a spot not bigger than, bigger than my desk. You both squeeze into the adult bookstore. That's almost every city. So yes, that is usually a hangout for crackheads. So you can go in there, and then when you go into the booths, I don't know if they bring electric drills in there because the walls are made out of metal, right? But then people have gnawed and clawed and got holes in the both sides of the little booth, right? So the booth is not much bigger than you. You sit in the chair, you got a little TV right there, right? And so you watch TV, I assume ditto yourself. And people will stick their equipment through the holes. These are called glory holes. Why did they have to use God's words in that? I don't know, but they're called glory holes. But I always wondered, how in the hell do you have a metal wall with a hole peeled back in it? You would have to bring a power tool in there to do that. So I figured, okay, even though the owners would say, oh, we don't want that kind of behavior in here and all that kind of shit, somebody had to go in there and drill in those holes, honey. That would be loud. So that's all part of it. Yeah, I'm sure he does know about them booths, honey. I sure put my time in. And every night you would hear people, come back here, come back here, come back here. He's got my wallet. Stop him. Because the crackheads would get in the booth with you. And when you pulled your pants down, that gave them full access to your wallet. So your pants are down around your knees, and then they go down there or pretend they're going down there, and they got your wallet, honey. Every night, boom, 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 boom. Come back here, motherfucker. Child, I could tell y'all some stories, honey. There's a will, there's a way, right? There's a will, there's a way. Okay. Somebody had to bring them power tools in there, though, child. I can imagine these queens is that damn hungry. I guess the wooden ones you could use a screwdriver and bar your way through. No, I was not that bold, honey. I said, what kind of freak is going to, no. No, I ain't sticking nothing through no walls, child. I got to be able to see if I can grab you by your throat if you try something, honey. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Those things have been around forever. They were there before the bathhouses. Glory hole. What you know about that, Justin Sanchez? Lord have mercy. My dog is singing the bayang now. All right, honey. That's right. You got to cue him. We sing together. No, I ain't giving y'all shit. It's prison stories. We've been on for almost 2 hours. Girl, I ain't never been on this long. We'll trickle them in. I don't want y'all to start seeing me as a criminal and a convict. So we got to give a few here and there, you know. Lord, I wasn't in there by myself, though. So I know a lot of people have got a lot of family in them places, child. And don't give up on your family. You don't know who's going to get it together. And sometimes it'll be the worst ones, the ones you thought would never get it together. They'll be the main ones to get clean. Getting it in behind a dumpster. Well, I declare, Lord child. Straight people do nasty things too. Y'all can't give it all to us. Honey. We do different kind of nasty things. Some people say sex ain't good unless it's nasty. FYE Monster, what you gonna do with them titties, girl? Who you trying to seduce, child? Is that called a peep show? Yep. There are adult bookstores, but you very rarely see a woman in there. Every once in a while, you see a woman like a dominatrix in there. Mostly men go into these sex shops, right? And in the back of them, I don't know what's going on now, but usually in the back of them, they have peep shows where you go back here and watch dirty movies. You put quarters in there, right? Doing that has been around long before I ever came out. I came out in 19, so back then that's all you had. And then some of them you go into the little room, right? And there would be a projector in the wall behind you, and when you close the door, the projector would show the film on the door, right? And then they got sophisticated when all this video stuff started coming out. They switched over to video cameras. A lot of that stuff is owned by the mafia, though. You'd be amazed. A lot of that, all that porn stuff, all those porn books. I would see them come in the mornings, two big old Italians, and collect all the money. So even a lot of gay clubs are owned by mafia. Mm-hmm. Or people like that, you know. You love Beretta and his bird. I wonder how he's doing. He beat his case, right? Remember that con woman tricked him, got pregnant or whatever, he killed her? Women's would get it in by the dumpster. Well, I mean, prostitutes do that kind of stuff. They don't always, the trick is not always able to pay for a hotel room and pay her. So a lot of them do it in the car. They do it in spots. They got to, you know, male and female. $1 Million Man and a Bionic Woman. Are you going to watch Miss Wonder Woman now, Tracy? Isn't Wonder Woman a big movie out now? I never got into superheroes. I used to like the Green Hornet. I mean, as a little kid, Batman and things like that. I'm not really I know grown men right now who are very heavily into these superheroes, even as adults. I mean, they're not making all these multi-million-dollar movies for kids, you know. So some people are really into it. Chico and the Man. That had a nice song too. I remember it. Chico and the Man. Chico the da 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 da. I don't remember it. I don't even remember Fred Sanford's song. I think Fred Sanford was just a music instrumental, right? WKRP in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. That was his wife. Yeah, but she was a con woman. She had been conning several men out of money. So she conned him. She pretended to be pregnant, I think, and then worked him out all his money and stuff. And then he killed her to get rid of her. He married her. I don't know if he was drunk or whatever. But he got off. I do remember that. Bosom Buddies. Well, that was a straight boys pretending to be gay or pretending to be transgender or something. Mm-hmm. You see, I love this song. Billy Joel, My Life. Mm-hmm. My Life? Okay. It's my life. I remember like a Sinatra type song. Was that Billy? Was that him? Jose Fernando did the theme song for Chico and the Man. Chico did it. You remember him? Jose Feliciano, the blind guy. Yes, I love that as well. Okay. Get Christy Love. You on the rest, sugar. Get Miss Christy Love, honey. Mm-hmm. I think she was the first black private detective to have her own show. One Day at a Time. Stanford and Son was an instrumental. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Mork and Mindy. Oh, y'all ain't so young. Y'all watching reruns. A lot of them things were reruns even when I was watching them. I used to watch Andy Griffith and all of the country shows. They were already in syndication when I started watching them. Mail order prostitutes through the mail. Who was she? Uh-huh. I remember when Times Square was a cesspool. Lord have mercy. I only went to New York once. My partner and I won some money and I got in a car accident. And I remember I got like $5,000. So we thought we were going to move to New York City. So we moved there. My partner, he liked a lot of that kinky stuff. He was so obsessed with going to Grand Central Station in New York City. I said, I'll be damned. Here we are. We got all of these monuments. We got the Statue of Liberty. We got, oh my God, all of these damn. And all you can think about is that goddamn Grand Central Station. It's a damn shame when you got to go and try to find your husband in a booth in Grand Central Station. But I guess he had dreamed about it his whole life. This gay thing is something else. So I never saw Times Square when there was a cesspool. Well, I guess it was then. I was not that interested in all that sex stuff. He liked all that stuff, tea rooms and all that shit. But we only ended up staying there a month. We did get lucky and get an apartment. At that time, $400 was a lot for an apartment. So we found this agency. I found an apartment in a month. No, I found an apartment in like 4 or 5 days. And then we stayed there a month. And then we kept partying, going to all the clubs, doing all the mescaline. And at one point, we woke up hungover, and realized we had no money left. And we went promptly downstairs, made up some story about somebody's mom. I don't know, we killed off his mama or my mama. Somebody died, and we needed our money back from the deposit. And that is the only way we could get out of town. We bought 2 tickets back to Los Angeles. Fortunately, the apartment we had was still there. We had a beautiful apartment in West Hollywood. But I had let a friend of mine stay there because we still had time on the lease. So we moved back in there. But yeah, that whole adventure lasted about 5 weeks. All right, people, we don't do no 2 hours over here. I'm so glad you guys came in. Laverne and Shirley. Laverne DeFazio. And Mama's Family. Y'all look at all these names. Mama's Family. Knight Rider. Mama's House. Or is it Mama's House or Mama's Family? I remember Laverne and Shirley. They were in Milwaukee. Mel's Diner. I remember Mel. You guys ever wonder what happened to all these people? All you got to do is put their names in the search engine, YouTube. You can see whatever happened to such and such. Whatever happened to this one, that one. Right? A lot of times, some of those series were the beginning and end of their careers, right? So they were famous, but they were only famous for like 5 or 6 years. And a lot of times they go back to working regular jobs. It's fascinating, though, to see what happens to people. Happy Day. I used to love Happy Days. I ain't going to tell you about my crush on there, but I did have a crush on Happy Days. And no, it was not the Fonz. I don't like no rough trade. Alice, Different Strokes. Y'all not as young as y'all say, honey. Happy New Year. We got another holiday coming. Oh, when it's not. No, not tonight. We got a couple of days. We got another holiday. Happy New Year's. Y'all gonna have to drink at home, honey. Y'all gonna have New Year's on Zoom. Fonzie, the Fonz. The Fonzie was the Fonz. Henry Winkler. No, I like the dark-haired kid. Ralph. I think his name was Ralph. I thought he was cute. But I was young. I was cute myself. No rough trade. Nope. I don't like, Honey West. Was she the tall woman? Honey West. Mary Hardman. Yes, Fonzie was rough trade. Hey. Poxy. Was Poxy? No, Poxy was the short one, right? I think I like the one that kind of, it looked maybe Italian. Anyway, I thought he was cute. Funny thing is, he looks like that guy that I just said was cute yesterday. A couple of days ago, I said that this guy on here, Holbrook, was cute. David, I think his name is David Holbrook. He looked just like him. So some things never change. I need a bottle of liquor. Lord, what's wrong with that? What happened? And leave 2,000 in dust. Okay, give me a bottle of beer. Move me, because I need a pig foot and a bottle of beer. Get you a pig foot and a bottle of beer for the New Year's, Nicole. Sweat Hogs. Who are the Sweat Hogs? They were in something. Ralph Mouth. I think that's the one I must have liked. Ralph Mouth. Poxy. It was one of Ralph Mouth or Poxy. I think he had freckles. He looked Italian. He had this dark hair. But, you know, everybody's cute at that age, I think. You know, I had all kind of people I liked then. I told you my first crush was the Monkeys. Hey, we the Monkeys. People say we're monkeying around. We're too busy swinging. Put anybody down. We're just trying to be friendly. But come and watch, sing, and play. Because we're the young generation. Now, I was watching them in reruns. Because I think they came out in 1969. I was 9 years old at the time. But that's the first time I knew that you know. I figured that I was a little light in the loafers. The Halls was on Welcome Back Car. Welcome back to the things you thought. Well, the names have all changed since you've been around. Who'd have thought they need you? Back here where we need you. Oh, we tease you a lot because we got him on the spot. Welcome back. The Partridge Family. Yeah, that was a fine boy, too. Partridge Family, honey. Mm-hmm. I don't remember his name. Davy Jones. All kinds of little crushes back then, honey. Mm-hmm. The Dukes of Hazzard. Daisy Dukes. She coined the frame wearing those Daisy Dukes. John Travolta was hot then. Yes, he was hot on Welcome Back Kotter. And then when he did his big thing, his big movie was it Staying Alive? Staying Alive. Remember he had a pose? That's what made him famous. John Travolta. Was John Travolta, was he an American Gigolo too? No, that was Richard Gere. Richard Gere's first movie. He was American Gigolo. Saturday Night Fever. Okay, Saturday Night Fever with that white suit on. David Cassidy. Yep, he was a fine boy. Can't deny it. I mean, no matter what your type was, it's still a beautiful person. He's a good-looking boy. Mm-hmm. Junction. Mm-hmm. Junction, what's your function? They were better than the Beatles to me. What do you mean, the Monkeys? The Monkeys almost like reality TV, though, right? Sort of. Long before reality TV. Oh, yeah. Well, we loved all of those, honey. Dallas and Knox Landing. And, of course, Dallas. And what's the other one? Y'all know. The other one with the Carringtons. I'm having a brain freeze here. Heart to Heart. I used to like that. I love that. Damn, we only had like 4 stations back then. You imagine all these shows? Dynasty. That's it. I love me some Dynasty. Mm-hmm. Falcon Crest. That was another one in that same time. Same era. Some of these reruns, I mean, they remade, what did I just say? They remade Dynasty, but it's not that good, really. I mean, they modernized these things. They did Tales of the City, too. The thing I like about the modernizing these shows is like Tales of the City. That was a show about all these gay people, right? Marianne Singleton and all that. Back then, everybody was white when they made them back in the early 70s. But now when they make the remakes, because San Francisco, I mean, is 1/3 of San Francisco is Asian. But they never had any Asian people in there. They had maybe 1 or 2 black people in the whole series. So now they have all black people and all Asian people in the new Tales of the City. That's on Netflix. But I don't think the scripts are as good. Or it's not. We've already done it. It's hard to remake these things, right? And then Dynasty. I watched a couple episodes. It wasn't that good to me. It could be their shows are just as good, but we're just comparing them too much with the old shows. Chips, no, I didn't like Chips. I didn't like Police. David Cassidy was gorgeous. His brother too was okay. Sean Cassidy. Straight out people, we all get old though, right? Like I don't feel like I've changed that much. I feel like I look similar to what I look like. But some of these people, they really, really changed. Particularly when they were stars when they were teenagers. And now you look at them now, you say, God damn. There was like this guy named Leif Garrett. He became a heroin addict. But it's just the aging process. Everybody ages. Richard Gere still looks good. He's all salt and pepper now, but his first movie was American Gigolo. Oh, the first one I became aware of him. De Niro was in a movie. Okay, in the movie. De Niro was my favorite, one of my favorite actors. I don't know about this recent stuff he's doing. Well, he did. He just did the thing about Jimmy Hoffa. He's a great actor, but I hate to see these people age, though. I mean, they're aged. They're old, honey. So I don't know if they're making them look old or are they really old. Whatever. We all get a chance to be young, right? I like Daisy. Who is Daisy? I don't remember Daisy. Falcon Crest. I remember watching that, though. Streets of San Francisco. Carl Malden and Michael Douglas. I watched every episode of that. Never dreamed I'd end up living here. Now, my family lived here when I was a little kid. My mama lived here when I was from I was from 3 to 6. We lived here. In the projects here, we were poor. She was young. But I never planning on coming back here. I came back here only because the prison sent me up here. The Streets of San Francisco. Sean Cassidy was on the Hardy Boys. The other guy with the long nose. I forget his name. Starsky and Hutch. Everybody was a police then, right? But now they got so many damn channels. Who can keep up with all the names y'all just named? They have enough channels now to run them all at the same time. So I'm not even sure what. They got Apple TV now. Netflix has got who knows how many shows. Cable's got so many shows. And even when you go back to that, that on-demand stuff, you say, God damn, this is just the A's. This is just the A. All these shows are just the A's. Then you go to the B's, and they got hundreds of series. I don't like the cable, though. Cable's already charging us $150, $200 a month. And then they have the nerve now. They try to charge you for a lot of the shows, right? If you don't subscribe, you got to pay for each show. Same thing with Amazon. I said, damn, aren't I paying you a fee for this? Yeah, Cagney and Lacey. Okay, Cagney and Lacey, TV Police. I used to like Patty Duke. I used to like Patty Duke. What was that other one? I like Patty Duke in the Valley of the Dolls. She played a junkie. Is this a conspiracy? Y'all done got me on here for 2 hours. Well, my darlings, I'll try it again. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh, maybe sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Good night, everybody.